slow claps all around. I got to give him credit. I didn't think we had a chance tonight. And once again, this team proved me wrong. We have a chance every night. Wow. Welcome to the Six Man Show Postgame Live, presented by Rock'em. My name's Kevin. Magic lose 114-109 in Milwaukee. And they are now eliminated from the NBA Cup here in the quarterfinal. On the road at Fiserv Forum. Once again, without Paolo Banchero. Once again, without Franz Wagner. Once again, without Jonathan Isaac. Once again, without Gary Harris. Once again, Goga not 100%. Once again, Jalen not 100%. Once again, go down the list. And the Magic find a way to have a tie game, 106 apiece in the final. Well, actually, had the lead before that, down the final stretch of this game, but unfortunately just couldn't hit enough buckets down the stretch and lose by 5. Wow. I don't know how you're feeling, guys. It's a weird feeling. Obviously, it's a loss in the NBA standings. It's a loss to eliminate us from the NBA Cup. All of those things sting. But I'm sitting here feeling really dang proud of this team. And I'm sitting here once again, I'm kind of in shock because I thought we had no chance tonight. And shame on me for thinking that. Shame on me. I talked about it on yesterday's episode with the Phoenix Suns game. I went into that game thinking we had a better chance than tonight, but I was like, where's the offense going to come from, right? Tonight, this team scored 109 points, right? How? I don't know. But they did. They scored 109 points, and they stayed in this game. And so I have to absolutely give them all credit, give Jamal Mosley credit, give Jalen Suggs credit, give Goga Bitadze credit, Anthony Black credit. On and on we go. Some guys, maybe a little bit less credit than others tonight. Because I think if you have one other guy step up, you win this game. But yeah, it's how it goes. Okay, welcome to the show. Like I said, my name is Kevin. Glad you're with us. This is the Six Man Show Postgame Live. It's where we go live on YouTube and now Twitter/X after every single Orlando Magic game. And so glad you're here with us tonight. This show is brought to you by Rock'em. They're the world's largest sock store. I personally purchased some new Rock'em gear a couple weeks ago, and less than a couple weeks ago, and it arrived yesterday, which is very exciting. I'm actually wearing them right now. It's a statement edition Orlando Magic socks. I also ordered some Tampa Bay Lightning socks and some Florida State socks. All very sick. I'm going to have to show you this. I don't have it pulled up today, but if you go to their social media, Instagram or Twitter, they teased a new pair of socks, and if you are a Central Floridian, you will appreciate them, okay? I don't want to spoil it, but I'm going to spoil it. They're coming out with, here soon, they teased it, some MCO carpet socks. Some Orlando International Airport carpet socks. If you know, you know. And that is going to be the freaking coolest thing ever. But anyway, when you shop at Rock'em.com, whether it's for Magic stuff or MCO socks, I don't know, but just use this code MAGIC20 because it'll get you 20% off your order at Rock'em.com, and it helps out the Six Man Show. Both things, very cool. Once again, it is a Central Florida-based company. That's why they're going to do Orlando International Airport-themed socks, which is really cool. But yeah, big shout out to Rock'em for sponsoring the show. Okay, how's everybody feeling tonight, chat? Let's go check you out here. Personally, it's a weird place. I think we're too good of a team to have moral victories, but when we're a shell of our true team, I think moral victories are okay. And tonight, that's how it feels to me, right? Like, I feel like this team had no business having a tie game down the stretch and losing by 5. It's wild to me that this team did that, but you just have to give them ridiculous amounts of credit. Oh man, but I really wanted to win that stinking game. I'm not gonna lie. Jalen had a couple looks there at the end. I just couldn't knock him down. That's gonna bother him more than anybody. So I'm not gonna sit here and pile on Jalen. Rough times. All right, chat, let's come to you. Matt Browning, the legendary Matt Browning, says dunking on Giannis just sealed the debate. He's talking about Goga's dunk on Giannis sealing the starting center debate. That was gnarly. That's going to be in the contention for Jam Hot Chicken Jam of the Year. That was crazy from Goga. Very fun. Very fun stuff from Goga. Luis Rosario says, well, at least Las Vegas lost their... lost on the point spread. Yeah. Last I saw, I think it was 7.5 in favor of Milwaukee, and so the Magic only lost by 5. Love that. Luis Rosario says, finally a national TV game we can be proud of. Let's go Magic. You're right, Lewis. We can definitely be proud of this. It was still a loss, though. So statistically, still not good, which is sad. BW says, cardiac Magic. I can't be mad at this one, though. GG. Yeah. Guys, like, it's just the way it is right now until Paolo comes back. It's going to take a lot for me to be disappointed in a loss. I'll be honest, especially considering the schedule we have coming up. But something worth noting, guys, the Magic don't play now until Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 4 full days off the Magic get now, which is crazy because the Magic have had only 1 extra day of rest this whole season. 1. It's crazy talk. But they got one now. They got nice 4 days of rest. Good for all the guys, even the guys that are currently playing that are somewhat hurt. Jalen Suggs, Goga Batadze, Caleb Houston, whoever else. Those guys get a few days of rest. And plus, it's fewer games to play without Paolo and Franz, if that makes sense. Luke says, refs realized we aren't going out without a fight and switched up real quick that second quarter. Yeah, there were some really weird calls tonight. Really weird. And Matt Browning says, how could you not love this team? 100%, man. How could you not love this team? There is not a Magic fan on the planet tonight that will look at that whole 48 minutes and be angry or disappointed or whatever. Again, there's a couple guys you could point out that were quite disappointing. Like everybody raised the bar tonight. Everybody stepped up to the plate. Except for a couple guys. Really, 2 in particular that I'm really thinking of. Maybe 3. But everybody else, I mean, just, wow. Did a great job. Hizzo's World says, Chuck said Magic were getting blown out with 2 stars out. Stone cold defense will give them the chance. Go Magic. Chuck did say the Bucks cannot beat the Magic with full team. I was going to talk about this later, but we can talk about it now. Again, that's our first time playing the Bucks. I get it. Chris Middleton is just not coming back from injury. I get it. But that version of the Orlando Magic playing so close to a basically healthy Milwaukee Bucks. If we're healthy, again, it's a small sample size. It's one night. I get all that. But you know what this does for the confidence for the Magic? I know it's a loss, but you play this close. You lose by this close. You're going to see this team later in the season, obviously. There's a chance you see them in the playoffs. Whenever we see the Milwaukee Bucks as a fully healthy team, they are going to go into that game with complete confidence. Complete confidence. And this was on the road. You're 100% right. Hino Hoop says, unbothered. Bucks are a pathetic team. Easy sweep in the playoffs. Would be shocked if any of the games are single digits too. Sheesh, man. Strong words. I don't know about a sweep. I love the confidence. I think the Bucks would get a couple games on us. That's for sure. Oh, man. That's funny. The Only Hero says, I'm fine with the L. They played hard and no Paolo or Franz made this a tough task. Jalen stepped up big time and gave us a fighting chance. I just hope one day Magic are at least average at the 3. Yeah, tonight, 22% from 3, including the Jet Howard heave at the end. So, yeah, 22% tonight. You get a couple guys, hit a couple more. Even if you get 3 guys hitting 1 more 3 tonight and you win this game, you add 3 more 3s at 9 points, we win this game. I'm still stalling because eventually I'm going to talk about the guys that I'm disappointed in tonight. Oh, man. Diego says, you think we need to have a conversation about Wendell Carter Jr.? I feel like the conversation's been going on. We've talked about it on the podcast. I've seen it all over Twitter. It's hard to say anything else. Like it's tonight, you know, I don't want to make too many excuses. If there's a game for him not to play his best tonight makes sense, right? It's Giannis, okay? Tonight is a tough matchup. It's tough for bigs in the paint. It takes a lot out of you having to guard him. He ends up with 8 points, 11 boards, 2 of 5 from the field, 5 assists. Statistically, it's not a terrible night. But him not hitting a 3, him not being super, I don't even know if assertive is the right word, but only getting 5 shots in this team setup right now without Paolo and Franz, we've got to have somebody who's getting more than 5 shots there, right? Like, man, I don't know. Rael says, would I be crazy that this was our best game of the year? I don't think it was our best game, but I don't want to say it. Is this the game I'm most proud of? I don't think that's true either. I mean, Sunday against Phoenix, I was super proud of that. It's one of our best games. I'll put it that way to answer your question. I'm super proud. Nathan Swan says that definitely this team deserves applause. I agree. Lots of people agreeing that, Ryan says super proud of the effort the Magic put up. Yep. Santi says, bummer we lost, but we are still in good shape overall. I think we put on a great show to a national audience. Yeah. If you're neutral watching this game, I'm glad that TNT repeated over and over and over and over again the situation the Magic were in. I was worried they'd mention it at the top of the broadcast and that was it. And so if someone tunes in halfway, they're just like, wow, what's this Magic team doing? So I was happy. So casuals will walk away, number one, knowing the extent of the Magic's injuries. But number two, I think being super impressed with how they performed tonight, how they kept it close, and maybe equally unimpressed with Milwaukee. If I'm a Milwaukee fan, I'm so disappointed in tonight. You should blow the doors off of Orlando, especially now. Like, it's not the beginning of the season when you were terrible. Like, you've actually got a groove going. You're figuring out how to win basketball games. On paper, you should have won by 25. And the Orlando Magic shouldn't score more than 80. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give us credit, though, obviously. All right, I'm in this section of the chat where, again, I've been putting it off. We can talk about Cole, because that's one of the guys I'm super disappointed in tonight. Ben says Cole's killing our team. And 8 says, I'm calling for a Cole trade. It's time. Had a couple of other mentions of Cole earlier. Got some more later. I mean, you look at the box score. He's the most glaring missing piece, I guess. I don't know. Like, if Cole goes 2 for 12 tonight, by the way. 0 of 3 from 3. 4 points for him, just 2 assists. Not a single rebound, steal, block, whatever. I know he only plays 14 minutes, so it's not like he played a ton of time, but Cole's had a few good games of late, right? Good is relative, by the way. For this season, Cole standards, I would say a couple good games. Past seasons, like not last season, but the season before and earlier in his career, a good Cole game looks different. But tonight, again, 2 of 12. If Cole can knock down like 2 more shots tonight, doesn't have to be average, just has to make a couple more of these, the Magic are in the driver's seat to win this game. So that was disappointing. To have him not have a rebound, like that's very unlike Cole. To him, if he's not scoring the basketball, he needs more than 2 assists tonight. And again, part of it is he just didn't get a lot of minutes, which is kind of the way it goes right now. But yeah, Cole really hurt you. The other guy for me is KCP. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope opens up with 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field, did not hit a 3, 0 of 2 from 3. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Is he playing great defense? Yes. Does he need to take more than 2 threes? Yes. Does he need to make a 3? Yes. Super disappointing from him, from Cole Anthony. The other guy that statistically stands out to me is Tristan da Silva, but I don't know how much is his fault. He only gets 15 minutes tonight, which is strange. I wish he got more minutes. I wish he had more attempts from 3. He only got 1 3-point attempt tonight. I wish we were able to find some ways to get him open, to get KCP open. But yeah, the biggest ones for me is Cole and KCP. Like, those guys, we got to get something out of those guys. You literally, one of those guys knocks down a couple more shots, and this game is a win, and we're going to Vegas, and each of those guys gets an extra 100K or whatever it is. It's disappointing. Disappointing. If I had to pick something to be disappointed about tonight, it's that. El Magico says, definition of bittersweet. Still proud of this team. Yep. 100% agree. OB says, I love this team. I'm not upset. I'm proud of the boys. I can't tell you how many people told me we'd get blown out by 30. Let's go Magic. Yeah. On paper, we should have been. And if we would have been blown up by 30, nobody would have blamed us. Nobody. And I don't think any Magic fan would have either. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Rael says Jalen is a dog. That's true. That is true. Jalen ends up going 12 of 26 from the field, 3 of 11 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 9 boards, 4 steals, 4 turnovers. So, yeah. Good night from him. Obviously, wish he shot the ball a little better, missed a couple important threes down the stretch. But wow. Powell MVP says, didn't leave with a win, but we got a Goat Gut poster. Facts. Amazing. Amazing. That's going to be one of the highlights of the season. I'm Jovi says, Dell's free throw and Black's free throw misses hurt at the end. It's true. It's true. Magic ended up shooting 21 of 27 from the free throw line tonight. So they were actually shooting the free throw line really well before those misses there in the fourth quarter. Rye says, only 6 from the three-point line. We cannot win a game, let alone a playoff series with that. I don't see that changing much with Paolo and or Franz coming back. Yeah, even with those guys, we're a bad three-point shooting team, obviously, the worst in the league. Which, again, is always a mystery because a guy like KCP, career 40% three-point shooter, comes to Orlando and can't shoot. Gary Harris, a career, I don't know what he was, around 40% three-point shooter, comes to Orlando and struggles, right? It's a weird thing, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're not gonna win a game going 6 of 27 from 3. It's crazy. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh man, it's hard. I'm proud of it, but man, I wanted that, man. Man, when Jalen hit that triple, I was like, oh, come on. Joe, says, yes, should have been a jump ball. That was weird. I'm guessing, and I think they may have been right on this. I'm guessing they're saying Goga's hand wasn't on the ball long enough to constitute a jump ball, right? Like it wasn't like a held ball, like play didn't really stop. He was, gathering, I guess, but he was lifting the ball. Who was it? Bobby Portis was lifting the ball. Go gets his hand on it and the ball comes out. That's my guess, is they said it just wasn't long enough to constitute a jump ball, and they were probably right on that, but it was a weird thing, and I can't believe how long that review took. That was crazy. Ben says, broken record, Jet needs more minutes. I think maybe right now without Paolo and Franz, maybe. But it's hard because Jet just came off a stretch of, 4 games where he was abysmal. Maybe it was 2 games, 3 games, 4. I don't remember how many games it was. Abysmal. Not scoring the basketball, but also defensively getting absolutely destroyed. But then tonight was good. If you take away the heave at the end, he's 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Had some big buckets. And so, but I think you're right. I think without Paolo, without Franz, you got to find offense from somewhere. I think every night the Magic should try to jumpstart Jet Howard. Try to get him running around screens. Try to get him open. See if he can catch fire from 3, because every 3 is valuable, obviously, as you can tell. You take away Jet's 2 of, again, let's call it 2 of 4. I don't want to count the last one against him. Take away Jet's 2 of 4 tonight. That puts the Magic at 4 of 22 from 3. Yeah. Bad news. So I agree. With you. Rael says AB is the perfect point guard. I think he's gonna get there. I think he still has a ways to go, learning the game, getting better at his craft, but I think he has all the tools to do it. He's got the size to do it. He's got the IQ to do it. Yeah, I think AB's got a good chance. Oh, man. Let's see here. Heck yes, says Magic in 5 over that one-man show in the playoffs. Yeah. I don't know about 5, but 6 feels pretty good to me. Home court advantage, maybe 5. I don't know. Dead Air says it almost feels like we won. Go Magic. Yeah, it really does. But we didn't. All right, let's go to the box score. We haven't even looked. I've talked through some of these stats tonight, but we haven't even really looked at them. So let's see what we. Tristan Da Silva only played 15, just under 16 minutes. 1 of 5 from the field for him. Got to the line 4 times, which I was impressed with. 6 points for him. Wendell, 8 points, 11 boards, 5 assists, a steal, a block. I think it's an all right night from Wendell. I just wish he was able to get a few more shots up. Again, this Magic team is just desperate for offense, and you love if Tristan's not gonna be a focal point of the offense, which he's not. He's gonna be a spot up shooter. Goga's not gonna be a focal point of the offense. He's just gonna clean up and occasionally get dump downs and whatever else. KCP's not gonna be a focal point of the offense. He's just a spot up shooter right now. Obviously, Jalen is. Then you need a second option, and Wendell has to be that second option to me. So for him to get 5 shots up tonight, I know he's going against Giannis. I get that. It's just not enough, though. To me. Maybe I'm wrong. Goga tonight, 12 points, 14 boards, 4 assists, a steal, a block, no turnovers. What can you say about Goga? Had a couple looks at the basket tonight that I would normally say he'd make. Missed a couple gimmies tonight, so that's a bummer. But yeah, also had that great dunk on Giannis that we'll be seeing for the rest of the season. KCP, we talked about him earlier. I just need more from him. I need more than 2 3-point attempts. I need him to make some. 0 of 2 from 3 tonight's not good enough. Ends up with 7 points. Again, continues to play great defense. That's awesome. We need a little bit more offensively. Jalen Suggs, we just talked about him. 32 points for him. I think he had 16 in the fourth quarter, something like that. Also had 9 boards, an assist, 1 assist, 4 steals, 1 block. Did have 4 turnovers. Ends up shooting 12, like I said, 12-26 from the field, 3 of 11 from 3. Again, you'd like that to be a little better. Missed the last 2 there down the stretch, which were really important. But Mo Wagner did not miss from the field tonight. 6 of 6 from the field, including 1 of 1 from 3. 13 points. Another guy, why is Mo Wagner only getting six shots tonight, right? Offensive-minded player, proven he can score tonight, did not miss. Why is he only getting 6 shots? Why are we not trying to give him the ball more? I don't understand that. Anthony Black tonight, 17 points for him, 6 of 12 from the field, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 6 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 3 turnovers. I thought AB was really good tonight. A great bounce-back game from AB. Has not had the best stretch here of late, so for him to have 17 points in such an important game, I thought was really good. We talked about Cole earlier. Really not great. Really kind of hurt the team tonight, if you ask me, and I think he knows it, which is a bummer. Caleb Houston comes in for spot minutes there, plays 4.5 minutes, doesn't score. Jet Howard, we just talked about him, 12.5 minutes for him, including 2 of 5 from 3, and one of those was a heave at the end. So I'll give him 2 of 4. Also had an assist. We talked about the goat guy, as someone referred to him. Dunk. I think another super impressive play tonight was that Jalen Suggs one-handed bounce pass on the break, half court. It was crazy pass from him. Maybe half court's an exaggeration. I'll have to go back and watch it, but it was impressive. As for the Bucks tonight, Giannis drops 37 with 7 boards, 15 of 24 from the field, 7 of 12 from the free throw line, blah, 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 blah. Dame tonight had 28 and 9 assists, 8 of 15 from the field. Bobby Portis is the guy that killed the Magic in the first half, especially 22 points from him and 10 boards, 9 of 11 from the field. You take away those 3 guys, and they did a whole lot of nothing, though. Whole lot of nothing from the Bucks. They shoot 36% from 3, which is enough to outdo the Magic's 22% from 3. So anyway, looking at the team stats here, Magic ended up with 52 points in the paint, 44 bench points, only 13 turnovers for the Magic, which they had a stretch there earlier where it looked like it was going to get ugly as far as the turnovers go, but to only have 13 turnovers, you'll take that. Credit to the Magic for forcing 16 turnovers, getting 20 points off of those turnovers, and so doing some Orlando Magic things. Not going to go to around the league because it's NBA Cup quarterfinal night. There's only one other game. It's Mavericks and Thunder, which I think is going to be a pretty good game. Right now, it's a 7-point lead for the Thunder, which they were down 8-0 to start that game. So they went on quite a run there to flip that game over. And we'll talk more about what the Magic schedule will look like for the rest of the league or the rest of the week here in a second. But let me go back to the chat as we kind of start to wind down here tonight. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. People once again talking about Cole Anthony. Let's see. A Common Maze says, "Hey man, we did a lot of good things without our stars. When our top two come back, it's going to be scary." Kevin, I agree, 100%. It was scary at the start of the season when we had our whole team. Team looked great. Team looked like they could compete with anybody. I think that's still going to be true. Clinton says the 3-point and free throws need to fall, or we do. Yeah, sounds about right. Rael says if this game was in Kia, we're winning. Yeah, the Magic had a chance to host a quarterfinal. If they beat the Knicks a week ago tonight, they would have hosted a quarterfinal, but instead, here we are. Toy Talk Channel says, great game, great experience. That's true. I agree. I think this is a great experience for these guys. Some of these guys getting experience playing in a game like this that they would not have otherwise had because of the injuries. You're getting a guy like Jet Howard, Tristan Da Silva, opportunities to play meaningful minutes in a meaningful game in a difficult environment. And so you got to give him credit for doing that. Man, I wanted to win that game. Carlos says TNT leaving the mic on for Mosley was great. I really enjoyed that tonight. Hearing Doc and Mosley for large stretches of that. Yeah, I agree. All right, some people Rich here says this, calling out Wendell. Luke B says calling out Wendell. Again, I said this earlier. I don't have an issue with how Wendell played for the most part. I thought he was, first off, like I said, having to guard Giannis is a gigantic undertaking, right? My issue is I want Wendell getting more shots. Him taking 5 shots tonight is just not good enough to me, right? Given the guys that are down, Wendell, with the guys we're starting, Wendell has to be a strong offensive option. And the fact that he's only getting up 5 shots is just not enough. How much of that is to blame Wendell? How much of that is to blame the coaching staff? I'll leave that for you to decide. But someone else has to step up. Like, going back to that box score, the starting lineup, but let me pull it up so you guys can see this. Jalen gets 26 shots tonight. Okay, fine. Goga getting 13 shots tonight? That's kind of crazy. Like, Goga should not have more shots than Wendell. It should never happen. In this current iteration of the Magic with Powell and Franz being out, that should never happen to me. Never. Goga should get shots that are off of offensive rebounds and off of, dump downs or whatever. But there's no circumstance where Wendell should have less than half of the shots of Goga. That's my point of frustration. Defensively, this team is always going to compete. They're always going to show up. That's never an issue. The issue right now, especially without Powell and Franz, is offense. Where are the points going to come? And to me, looking at that starting lineup, I just went over this, but Tristan's a spot-up shooter. You're not going to get a bunch of shots for him. KCP is a spot-up shooter. You're not going to get a bunch of shots for him. I just talked about Goga. So outside of Jalen, it has to be Wendell. The flip side of it tonight is I know he's going up against Giannis. I know Giannis is a shot blocker. I get all that. But something has to happen here. Like, this is not a recipe for success. This is not sustainable. Good teams, bad teams doesn't matter. This is not a recipe for success. If you ask me, someone else has to step up offensively from that starting lineup. It's not going to be Tristan. It's not going to be KCP. It's not going to be Goga. So it has to be Wendell. That's what I was referring to earlier. I'm not blaming Wendell for the loss. Certainly not. I thought he was very good. I wanted more. And I think he's capable of more. We've seen him being capable of more. And again, is that on him? Is it on the coaching staff? You guys can decide that. That's what I mean. Not blaming Wendell for this loss at all whatsoever. Not at all. I'm going to skip down a little bit because we're already at 30 minutes here. Carlos has masterclass coaching. Yeah, Jamal Mosley has to be coach of the year, man. Like, come on, man. Ryan says 26 and 32 points from Jalen since Fran's injury. Yeah, we said he has to step up. Has to, and he's doing it. Nikki Nuno says, I love this team. Facts. Me too. Merritt's cast. This is so true. Imminent possession is such a strange and vague term to use. It should have been a jump ball. there have been some weird imminent possession calls, especially this season, I feel like. Very weird. I'm Jovi says this is practically Jets rookie season. 100% facts. Yep. Absolutely. He did not play a single minute of meaningful basketball for the Magic last year. Not a single minute. Andrew says AB is so nice. He had a really good night tonight. No doubt. I'm Jovi says that one fan yelling every Bucks free throw. Yeah. He's done a couple road games. Maybe he goes to a lot. I don't know. But we've seen him on a couple broadcasts on road games, which is always fun. Always fun. He No Hoop says, Wendell hate overblown. He takes good shots, gets rebounds, tap outs, nobody else can do, and gives extra possessions. He's going to be fine. We've seen how good he is when he's in the right position. I agree. Tonight, I agree. Oh, man. That's funny. Damage says Mac McClung needs a chance. Look, we need offense. Mac McClung has proven in the G League that he can bring offense. Can he do it in the NBA level? I feel like the coaching staff over there, if they felt that was the case, they would have already given him a chance. But you don't know till you know, right? You don't know till you know. So throw him out there some night. Why not? RS, did anyone see Suggs' knee was bleeding? Yeah, I noticed that at the very, very end. Like his knee or the top of his shin. There's blood coming through his sock. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, last couple things here. Walk the Dog says Cole jacks up 12 shots in 15 minutes. Yeah. Not great. Jerry, we haven't even really talked about J.I. He says we win this game easily if J.I. played tonight. Man, I feel like, J.I. has been proven to be able to slow down Giannis from time to time. Not for a whole game, obviously, but in stretches of games. Would love to have him tonight. Love it. Heck yeah, said I thought the Cole redemption arc was coming during this stretch, but not looking good so far. No. Christy says my from Orlando husband has this Georgia uninterested sports girl loving the Magic and the Six-Man Show. Let's go. First off, love that, Christy. Thanks for tuning in. Number 2, fellow Georgian. Let me know where in Georgia you are, because that's where I live too. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching the show, and shout out to your husband for recruiting a new Magic fan and new Six-Man Show viewer. Love that. David T says, who is our scorer on the second unit? Well, right now it's Mo Wagner, right? Well, tonight, Anthony Black dropped 17, but if you ask me, Mo Wagner is the most capable scorer on that second unit, right? Most consistent scorer on that second unit might be a better way to put it. So again, why is he only getting 6 shots tonight? I don't know. Swa says, Mac for Cole minutes? Why not just do it one night? One night, I agree. Let Mac McClung go out there one night and try to prove it. See what's the worst that can happen, right? It's probably not going to be worse than Cole was tonight. Just saying. Destin for Greatness says J.I. is the Giannis answer. Our bigs look too slow to stay with him. Yeah, tonight too. Chrissy says Canton, an hour north of Atlanta. Very cool. Very cool. Way up there. Probably near the mountains, I'm guessing, if you're an hour north of Atlanta. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, let me explain what's going to happen next, okay? Magic lose tonight. Sad. Out of the... Swa says Goga, fellow Georgian. Okay, that's funny. That is funny. Okay. Magic out of the NBA Cup. Sad. What does that mean? The Magic will play the loser of tomorrow's game between the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks. I almost said Atlanta Falcons. They'll play the loser between the Knicks and the Hawks on Sunday, okay? If the Hawks lose, the Magic will be in Atlanta at 5 p.m. on Sunday. If the Knicks lose, the Magic will host the New York Knicks at 6 p.m. on Sunday. So we'll have our eyes peeled on that game between the Hawks and the Knicks tomorrow because, like I said, the loser, the Magic will play on Sunday. But that means the Magic get 4 days of rest, something they have not had all season. They've only had 1 extra day of rest the entire season. So finally this team can rest and relax and breathe and heal some of these bumps and bruises. Again, what a night. Sad ending, but give this team a lot of credit. Proud of them. Tune into the Six-Man Show on Thursday. We'll talk all about it with Jonathan. But until then, guys, have a great rest of your week, and let's go Magic.